Alright, here we go. Hey guys, what's going on? It's TastyGinger here, and today I bring you guys the crew back here again. Since you guys loved it so much when I did the walkthroughs, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for that. This game is what really got my channel rolling and everything. So I really, really appreciate all of the love that you guys show for this game. It is an amazing game, but today I bring you guys a challenge. So first off, let me explain something. What you saw at the beginning of the video, it's not Elgato's startup. I'm using OBS, which is why I have the face cam in the upper right corner. That's the only reason why I have face cam working, is because I'm using OBS. And since I don't have the proper editing software, like I said before, I can't cut out that very beginning. So whenever I use Facecam, that's going to be at the start of every video, just so you guys know you don't freak out and ask what the fuck I'm using. So, I'm using OBS. Oh, sorry. Had it seen too long. But anyway, like I said, I have a challenge. So as you see, up and above my car, up there's a blue line. So my challenge is, and this is me challenging myself, they say it takes 45 minutes to go from East Coast to West Coast in this game. So, as you see, I'm here in New York, I'm at the airport, and I have a waypoint to the airport in Los Angeles. Now, I have not the fastest cars, but one of the fastest cars in the game, and I have it to, I think, it's 750, something like that, which is extremely high. And this car is fast as fuck and sexy as fuck. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to time myself to see how fast I can get from the East Coast airport to the West Coast airport. Hopefully, I do it in under 45 minutes, because that's what I really want to do. And I have snacks here. I have a bowl of Doritos, and I have some nice iced tea, which is amazing. So, I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. And I have a timer on my phone, so when I get to the airport, I'm going to stop it, of course, and I'm just going to see how fast I can make it there. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and avoid the challenges on the road as much as I can. Like the one you see right up there, the triangle, that's a road challenge, or at least what I call it. And I'm going to try and avoid those, because sometimes if you complete them or you don't complete them, they completely stop what you're doing and it takes time off. So instead of having to account for the time that I missed, I'm just going to try and avoid them as best as I can. Oh, shit. See, I'm driving blind, basically. We're gonna do that. I'm doing this because my glasses are annoying the fuck out of me today. So I'm basically going to try and drive from New York to LA blind. No, my eyesight's not that bad. I just like saying it's blind. I like saying I'm basically driving blind because my eyesight is pretty bad. It's just not extremely bad. Okay. Oh, well, okay. I'm crashing the walls and everything. Alright. Oh, like that. See? Try and avoid it as much as you can. And depending on my time, I would like to see if anyone else can do the same thing I'm doing. It might not be the same exact route, but from the New York airport to the LA airport. And I want to see if anyone can beat my time. And if you can, please let me know your time on Twitter or in the comments below, and don't make it like, you know, like you went at superhuman speed and make it like 5 seconds or so, because that's a bullshit lie. Make it reasonable. I mean, oh, this is definitely going to be well over half an hour. Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Gotta put the glasses back on. I can't see shit. I'm mad because I was at Sean's house the other day, and my contact was messing up. Oh, and I forgot to bring my case with me. Look at that drift, I forgot to bring my case with me, and my saline solution. Which, if you wear contacts, that's like one of the worst things you could ever do. Like, forget to bring at least your case, or no, at least the saline solution. Because if you have the saline solution, you could just use like a water, like the cap of a water bottle, and just fill it with saline solution, dip it in there. Because you can't use water because it'll tear the contact. So at least if you have like your saline solution, you can take the cap of a water bottle and fill it with that, and then use the saline solution in that, and it'll still work. But I didn't have my case or my saline solution. I'm just gonna cut right through there, pardon me, and you know, it just wasn't good. And so I was messing with my contact, trying to get it to stay in my eye, and it fell out, and I couldn't find it. So that was my last pair. And I am extremely mad because my graduation is next week, and I would like to have contacts for that, so I don't have to worry about fixing my glasses or if anything gets on them. I don't have to worry about that. I used to never be able to like actually put my contacts in, because here's the thing: I have an astigmatism in my left eye, but it's not like a major astigmatism. So like my left contacts, they're all fitted for like eyes that have major astigmatisms. I don't have one, it's just a very slight one. So they would keep falling out even if like I didn't touch them or anything. So what I did is that since my right eye is worse than my left one, since my right eye is worse than my left one, like sight-wise, I would just wear my right contact and it would balance it out, which I know that may not be the best thing, but I told my doctor and she said that, you know, it was fine, balanced everything out, as long as I could see and it wasn't bugging me and it didn't give me headaches. Like, it gave me headaches at first because it was weird, but she said as long as it didn't give me like major severe headaches, then it was perfectly fine to do. So I did that for about a year or so, and but anyway, I was never really able to put in my contacts, so I would end up sleeping in them for like 2 months, which you're not supposed to do. You're only supposed to use like one pair of contacts for like 2 weeks, a month if you push it. So I would use one pair of contacts, well really one contact for like 2 months, and oh my god, my eyes just went to shit. So they're even worse than when I started, which it's definitely not good. I don't know why I could just gone on this. I'm a retard. I could just gone on the same fucking highway, but no. I had to follow the line. Time for a Dorito break. Doritos are the best. I should probably get some Mountain Dew. I have some like over there, because like I said before, if you've watched any of my previous videos, my setup is it's in my basement, and like in the basement is where we keep all the drinks, like all the sodas and the juice and everything. So my sodas, like the Mountain Dew and the Coke and the root beer and all that, it's really like 5 feet to my right, but I'm just too lazy to go and get it. Well, shit. That's the only thing I don't like about doing stuff like this, is that if you do something for a long haul, god damn it, I went the wrong way. Hopefully it'll calibrate. There we go. Take this left. The only thing I don't like is that, like, if you're doing something like this, like how I am, and you're doing it for the long haul, or like if you do, like anyone who streams, they probably know what I'm talking about. Oh, I itch. I itch. I tell you, every time I play a game, I itch. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my nerves or what. But if you're doing something and you're in it for the long haul, you have to have snacks. You have to have snacks like chips or cookies or something, and you have to have a drink. And if you're doing it like me, where you're not old enough to legally drink and be on camera at the same time, which sadly I'm not. I'm 18 and I live in America, so legal age is 21, which of course I'm not old enough to, sadly. I don't like I of course, you know, being the rebel that I used to be when I was younger. You know, we've all done it where we've had a sip of alcohol, and I realized that, you know, I don't like the heavy stuff. Like, I don't, like, I had a couple sips of beer before, and it was okay. I had a couple sips of vodka, and I didn't really like it, and I found out the thing I do like is, I like Mike's. Some people might think that's a wussy drink, but you know, I like it. It's got a nice taste to it. It's got a little bit of a tang, and I like it. But anyway, back to the child version of this. You know, you have sodas and stuff. You got some chips. Like I said, I have Doritos, and what I usually play, what every gamer has had, especially for those of you who play Call of Duty, you've had Mountain Dew and you've had Doritos at the same time, and it is like, it's like God's gift to you. Like those two tastes are just amazing together, and for some reason gamers find this out on their own. Like, I don't know who found it first. Like, oh, I'm gonna have some Doritos, I'm also gonna have some Mountain Dew. Oh my god, this is amazing. Now, if you don't like that stuff, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you, but what is wrong with you? Because it's glorious. It's a glorious taste that I think everyone should experience at least once, you know. Like, I couldn't even say my own joke with a straight face. But, you know, it's just one of those things that, like, you have to experience. It's rare. It's not like a rare thing. It's not like Halley's Comet rare, but it is. It's like, the only thing I can compare it to is the Northern Lights, where like once you see it, it's amazing. But if you keep going, I know it's like Niagara Falls. The first time you see it, it's amazing. It's like Niagara Falls, the Grand Canyon. The first time you see it, it's amazing. But you keep going, and it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. It's here, but like inside, you're like, oh my god, this is still cool, and I'm spinning all over the road. So I know, like for me, like since I started YouTube, I've definitely put on a couple pounds because I sit down here in my basement in a chair in front of my TV and computers and play video games and talk to you guys. So I definitely put on a couple pounds. And I'm not saying that like YouTube, like doing YouTube, you'll get fat. It's just that because I'm so lazy, and I don't have motivation to go work out. Like, I have motivation at first. It's like the New Year thing, where like everyone's like, I'm gonna be a better me, I'm gonna go to the gym all the time, and I'm just gonna be completely healthy, and they do it once, and they're like, yeah, I don't have time for this. I really don't have time for this, and it's lazy, and it's effort, and it's just stuff I don't want to do. Like, if I could, like, being healthy, like, don't get me wrong, I like being healthy. I like I'm fit for my age and my height, and I think for my height and my age, I weigh, oh my god, I just hit cows. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I wasn't paying attention to that. But I think for my height and my age, I'm like in the weight area, because I'm between 180 and 190. Now, I know that like for some people you might be thinking, well, that's a little bit light or that's a little bit heavy, but you have to understand, I'm 18 and I'm like 6'4". So I think for that, I think it's really like my height that matters. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think with the height, it like bounces out, and there's a car here. There's a car around here, but I don't want to get it yet. I'll come back to it later. Even though I'm like insanely close, I don't care. Don't have time for this. I'm on a mission. Blues Brothers style. If anyone gets that reference, you are awesome. But so yeah, I have put on just a couple pounds from doing this, but I mean, I'm not like being healthy. It's a good thing. Like, I know like people like Ghost Robo, they focus on being healthy, but it's not like, well, I don't want to say they focus on it. It's just a big aspect of their life that like they're so used to it. Because he said in videos that he he eats healthy. He he barely has any sweets or anything, and he's 25 and he looks really skinny. And I've been trying to eat healthier, but junk food, like the food that's bad for you, it just tastes so good. And I've cut out one of the biggest things in my life that really made me pack on a couple pounds was McDonald's. I used to eat McDonald's all the time, and I stopped for a little bit because I saw what it was doing to my cousin Kyler, who he was in my my Dying Light video and my milestone videos. And you know, he works there. He's packed on a couple pounds more than me, and no, I didn't want that to happen to me. So you know, I stopped eating McDonald's, and one day my mom was like, "Hey, I'm getting McDonald's. Do you want anything?" And it was like 2 months after. 2 months after I said, you know, I'd stop, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it and just give it one more go." And I had a 10-piece and some fries. The fries you can't go wrong with. Fries are always good, but the 10-piece, it didn't have the same taste. It just didn't. And I know there's some people who might be watching this. I know people in person that eat McDonald's religiously, or it's like their comfort food or whatever. It's like, I'm feeling upset, I'm gonna go get some chicken nuggets, or I'm gonna go get a Big Mac or something. And you know, that's their way. That's just their way. But I can't do it. McDonald's tastes like the actual food, except for the fries and the shakes, because you can't go wrong with either one of them. The fries are just so damn delicious, and the shakes are just, it's like God just jizzed in a cup and just said, "Have it." So, you know, yes, those of you who drink milkshakes from McDonald's, you are drinking God's jizz. It's delicious, I know. But, you know, it's just McDonald's food, like the actual food, it just doesn't taste good to me. It doesn't, and I seriously doubt I will ever eat McDonald's again. Time for another chip. And with for those of you who do want to do YouTube or do serious gaming, because I'm a serious gamer. I'm not really good at Call of Duty, but if I have to, I will crank out hours in Call of Duty just to catch up to Sean, because Sean's he's not amazing at Call of Duty, but he is really good at it. And the dude can prestige 3 times in one day if he really wanted to. If he had his mind set on I'm gonna prestige, I'm gonna see how many prestige I can get in a day. I think his highest was he got to 3rd prestige, level 30 or 40, I think, in Black Ops 2. Because I think that goes to level 55 or 50 or something like that. And he got to 3rd prestige, level 40, I think. It was between 30 and 40, something like that. And that's as high as he ever got in one day. So, if I have to, I'll do the same thing and just crank it out. But I choose not to because there's no fun in it. Oh, sweet Jesus. There's really no fun in doing stuff like that because, doing speedruns, I've done a speedrun before, and sadly I chose one of my favorite games to do it, and it was Sly Cooper, the first one. And, which by the way, that's just my favorite game of all time. No matter what. I have two favorite game series, sorry. The first is Sly Cooper, and the second is Kingdom Hearts. Those are my 2 favorite game series of all time. And, just gonna hit the drift real quick. And I did a speedrun in the first Sly Cooper, And no, it took me, like, I did it when I was younger, and yeah, I did it when I was younger, and I didn't appreciate games as much as I do now. And oh, sweet Jesus! And so I didn't, like, I kind of took it for granted. But after I did it, I don't remember like how. I think it took me a couple of hours to do it. I don't know. I was still young, so I kind of messed up here and there. The fuck was that just ran across the road? Looked like a llama. But I didn't appreciate games as much as I do now. And after I did the speedrun, I sat back and I realized that it was insanely boring, because when you do a speedrun, you don't get to appreciate how much time people put into games. You don't get to appreciate the beauty of the surroundings. All you do is you focus on what you gotta do, you get it done, and then you just go on to the next objective. But with games like this, like with the crew, in between videos, I, like, wherever the mission stopped, I, like, took, like, an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most, and just went around the area and just saw, like, how much detail was in, like, especially in games like Infamous. Infamous, that game is such a beautiful game that I could have really started YouTube when that game came out. I just chose not to because, you know, I didn't think there was any point in it. Which, sadly, I was wrong. There is a huge point in it. I love doing YouTube. I wish I could do it for a job. Sadly, I can't. Not right now. Don't hit the cop! Don't hit the cop! And it, like, I can go through a game in a day, which I've done before. I did it with Black Ops 2, and I do it with just about every game I get. Like, if I don't feel like recording it, I'll go through it in a day. And to me, that's not like a speed run. That's just me playing the game. I still explore and stuff. It's just I get done the missions so quick that, you know, I get it done in a day. And because, like, when Black Ops 2 came out, I beat it in like maybe 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Like, I started playing it like the day it came out. I was at school. So I asked my grandma to go pick it up for me, because I live with my grandparents. I asked her to go pick it up for me at GameStop. She said she would. As soon as I got home, she gave me the game, and I went in my room, started playing it, and like 5 hours later, I was done. But I didn't realize that there were multiple endings. Thankfully, I got the good ending, which is, you know, the guy's in prison, at least what I call it the good ending. The guy's in prison. Oh, you want to race? Oh, he went off-road. The guy's in prison. Mason's still alive. And, you know, it's... I got that ending, so I was happy, but I was also upset because I didn't realize that there was more than one ending. Because usually the games I play, it's just, you know, you play the game, there's this ending, except for like Infamous, and well, yeah, except for like Infamous, where you can get two different endings. You can get the good ending or the bad ending, depending on how you play. And you know, it's just with games like that, you have to, like, play through it more than once to fully appreciate the game. Oh, my back hurts. Here we go. I need a better chair or something. I don't want to sit back because that doesn't look good. I want you guys to actually be able to see me. Oh, I'm at 22 minutes, and I think I'm somewhere in New Mexico. I have 22 miles. Oh my god. So, whenever you get a game, this is for you guys that like try and do speedruns. Whenever you get a game, don't do a speedrun on the very first one. Shit. Do it on like the third or fourth time you go through the game, because you have to, when you play a game for the first time, you want to take everything in. You want to appreciate all the scenery, all the sounds, and especially the sounds. The sounds are, I know it sounds weird, but the sounds are some of the best work ever. Like, you could literally, like, turn off your TV, put your headphones in the system, and just appreciate the sounds, because some of, like, the stuff, like, in Last of Us Remastered, the sounds of the animals, and the sounds of you stepping on the twigs and stuff when you're in the woods, and the sounds of, like, the bottles hitting the ground when you're in the suburbs and stuff, those are some of the best sounds I've ever heard, and they were so beautiful, and I'm so glad that the systems like PS4 and Xbox One, we have better sounds, we have better equipment, so we can better appreciate the games that we're given. Like this, the sunshine on this, you really couldn't get that on like PS2. You really couldn't. Let me do this. Like that. The sunshine coming through. You can't get that on an older system. You can't get that really on... Oh, I went one more. You can't really get that on PS3. You can only get this on, like, newer consoles because they push the limits of our games. And, you know, you gotta take into consideration that someone worked a year, maybe 2, or longer, depending on what game it is, and depending on how many times it's been delayed. Like, for instance, Batman Arkham Asylum, the game comes out June 23rd. So that's like 3 weeks from now, maybe 4. I don't know. I think it's 3 weeks from now. The game comes out 3 weeks from now, which reminds me I still have to go and finish paying it off and everything. So the game comes out 3 weeks from now. The game was supposed to come out around Halloween last year, which is when the Batman games usually come out. Like how Call of Duty usually comes out in November around Veterans Day. At least I think that's when Veterans Day is. Pretty sure it's in November. I think so. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's Veterans Day is in November. Anyway, it was supposed to come out around Halloween, because it's a man running around in a mask dressed as a giant bat, so it's basically like a giant Halloween game. And, you know, there were a lot of people that were like really excited for it, and, you know, but the game hasn't come out yet, which is good because it gives Rockstar the time to develop the game, to further develop the game, and tweak things. And especially like games, I'll give you another one. Watch Dogs. The game is supposed to come out, what was it? I think 2014. The game came out 2014. I think it's supposed to come out 2013. It's supposed to come out the day before my birthday, so November. It's supposed to come out November 19th or November 18th. I forget. It was like right before my birthday. So like mid-November 2013. The game didn't come out until like July of 2014. But what they were able to do in those months made the game look so much better than what it would have. The sounds, like if you don't do a mission and you're just walking around the city, the sounds of the city, like the sounds of Chicago in that game, are so much better. And I've been to Chicago, and the sounds and the feeling, it's spot on. And it's just, at least from what I experienced in Chicago, the feelings are just spot on. Get out of my way, you fucking car. And no, it's so much better of a game than what it would have been if it was released when it was supposed to. And with Sledgehammer now being part of the Call of Duty thing, because before it was only Treyarch and Infinity Ward, but now that Sledgehammer is in it too, Treyarch and Infinity Ward have more time to develop the games and to make it better, to make it a better experience. And they've already said that, Treyarch has already said that Black Ops 3 will be like any other game they've ever done. So it'll have stuff in it that, you know, they've never done, they've never had it before. It'll be so much better in every way you could possibly think of from any of their games. And no, it's just, it's still in the future, but like it's way in the future. It's like 2060 something. And I know that people were saying, oh, like the stuff that you use in the game, it's exactly like Advanced Warfare, where it's the exosuits, but it's not the exosuits. They've taken real things that the government is using now and even working on, and they're applying that to the game, and they're making the game so much more realistic, which in a sense is good and bad. Now I'll explain. It's good because it gives us a better experience. Hold on, let me start with the bad. It's bad because it's more realistic, and you know, some people will complain that because the game is more realistic, people won't want to be active and go outside, and that they'll just get fat and lazy, which is true, depending on how you play it. If you play it like me, where you kind of moderate, like I've been playing games since I was little. I've been playing games for more than half my life, and I've learned to moderate. Like I get bored playing games. Everyone gets bored playing games. And when it gets to that point, you put the controller down, you go do something else. You go do something active. And then when you get bored of that, you know, depending on how long, because like 5 hours could pass and you're like, okay, back to playing games. And, sorry, I was looking at the thing on the screen, reading what it said. I'm up to like 30 minutes now. I have 3.5 miles to go. So, alright, anyway, back to what I was saying. Oh, gotta take this turn here. Depending on how you play it, you could, all you gotta do is moderate, but the good of it is that it's more realistic, so we get to, the one thing I'm mainly talking about in this is you just gotta appreciate games. You have to appreciate the work someone's done to make the game as realistic and as amazing as it is. Because it's like if you drew a picture. No matter how good or how bad it was, you put time and you put effort into it. Depending on, even if it was little effort, you still put time and effort into it. And if you thought it was good and you thought it was the best that you could do, and then someone just said, eh, looks like a piece of shit. That's not good because you put time and effort and concentration into it and someone just shit all over it. So, you just got to appreciate the games that are given, and even if it's like, it's like, you could say the story mode's bad, the story mode sucks ass, the multiplayer sucks ass, some guns are OP, well, they'll fix it. I definitely know they fixed things in Advanced Warfare and in Ghosts where they've lowered the damage or increased the damage because a gun was good, but it just didn't do enough damage, and people like to use it. Oh, I thought my game froze. I was about ready to freak the fuck out. Alright, so I just stopped it, and as you can see, I think it'll say we got done 31 minutes 22 seconds, and I'm not counting the 0.45. So that is my time right there. That's my time. If anyone can beat that, I would like them to please either send me a screenshot on Twitter, and you know, if you can do like the dual thing, send me a screenshot on Twitter of you here and the time, or just let me know in the comments below what time you got, and I want to see how many people can beat the records. So, like, say if one person beats my record, I want to see if either I can or someone else can beat their record. And I just want to keep it going, see who can get the fastest time. And I know eventually it'll get to a point where everyone's time is the same, or at least just close enough where it'll count. Then, so I want that to happen. Right now, I'm starting it. I'm starting it right now. I want someone to beat my time. let me know if you can. And if you do, I'm going to beat George, or someone else is going to beat George, and we're just going to keep this going. I want this to happen. I want it to be fun. That felt so much shorter than I thought it would be. Phrasing. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for my rambling. It's just when I have time to fill, I need stuff to talk about. And I'm sorry for my jumping. When I talk, I can't stay on one track. My mind jumps all over the place. I have Frogger mind. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Not just because I'm using Facecam, but because it was the Return of the Crew, and you guys seem to really love that game. And I want to bring you more of this. So if you want more stuff in the Crew, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do them. I can't promise that they'll be with friends, because apparently my friends said this game sucks. I love this game because it's amazing and beautiful and just everything. Like, that can't get cut out, sadly. So, if you guys would like to do, if you guys want me to do anything else in the Crew, please let me know in the comments down below. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. If you guys want to see more content like this, please slap the subscribe button. Also do that if you want to become official members of the Garden Patch. Slap the subscribe button. Make you feel even better inside. Missed the first part. Let's rewind that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap that thumbs up button. Make me feel nice and happy inside. If you guys want to see more content like this, and you guys want to become official members of the Garden Patch, please slap the subscribe button. Make me feel even better inside. My name is TastyGinger. Thank you so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot to me. And until next time, remember, stay tasty, my friends, and have a good day. Now let's hope I find the goddamn button. Found it! See ya.